From what to wear and how to share your research interests, here are 5 tips on how to ace your PhD interview. My name is Razia J, and I am a believer, military spouse, mom of 3, social worker, and now doctoral student. I applied to doctoral programs twice, so I think I know a little bit about the lay of the land and some of the things that you can expect if you are about to get interviewed this cycle. It is January, and it's around the time where interviews are gearing up. That means you already heard about your interview, or you're about to get that email that says, hey, we would like to meet with you for a 45 minutes to an hour interview. If you're doing this virtually or in person, just know that it is going to be a bit of a longer interview. It's not going to be a quick one. If you're going in person, they're going to have you meet with other people. It's kind of like this orienting you to the university to see if you are a good fit. And I feel like as someone who interviewed twice, made it into one program, I have some tips that I think could save you a lot of stress and heartache. When I was interviewing both times, I could not find any real concrete tips to help me feel confident in what I was about to do. So I just did it anyway. The first time I interviewed, I did not get into the program, and all things worked together for our good. The second time I interviewed, I found out really quickly that I made it into the program, and it was one of the things that I felt about that interview that has led me to write these tips for you. So let's jump right into it. After you submit your application, you're waiting for them to let you know whether they want to interview you. Once you get that email, it simply means that your application packet, who you showed them you are on paper, really wowed them and impressed them. And they just want to see if you are a good fit for the university first, the lab second, and thirdly, the PI that you are going to be working with. Getting a doctoral degree, especially a PhD, takes anywhere from 4 years to 10 years. Yes, I know people that said it took 3.5. I know people that have said it takes 10 years. So the average time is 4 years to 10 years. Most people finish around the 5-year mark, but it is not a sprint. It is definitely a marathon, and you want to make sure that you are a good fit for that marathon and that you have the supportive infrastructure, whether it's the school, whether it's the lab, whether it's the mentor to support you on that journey. First things first, whether you're meeting someone on Zoom or in person, how you show up, how you look is important. So make sure that you dress the part. Make sure that you're groomed. Make sure that you took a shower that morning. Make sure you're smelling good. Make sure that your outfit is something that is professional enough to fit in with academia, but also speaks to your personality. This outfit is the exact outfit that I wore when I interviewed. I'm going to insert a picture right here so you guys can see I'm not lying. I wore this entire outfit last year. The only difference was I was pregnant, so I had a looser shirt and my hair was up in a ponytail. But I wore this purple blazer because it's my favorite color, and I felt like it's a statement piece. Same thing with my glasses. I wear glasses, so when I go to any interview, any speaking engagement, I wear a pair of glasses that can naturally, organically start conversations if there's ever a quiet moment. And I would encourage you not to do anything that's not in your personality, but find a way to have something on your person that sparks conversations organically. So dress the part. Yes, yes, yes. As a doctoral student, you're going to be going to a lot of conferences and a lot of different programming. So you just want to make sure that you are dressing the part for that. The second thing I want to tell you is know your research interests and your potential advisor's research from front to back. I'm not saying to know a full dissertation and everything and every in and out of their research, but I am encouraging you to read up on their current work, the work that they're known for, what they're an expert for, and also read your personal statement. If this is the same person that you wrote in your personal statement as a future supervisor, you should know a little bit more about them already, but just freshen up your thought process so that it rolls off your tongue seamlessly. One of the things about going into PhD scholarship is knowing what you want to research. And even if you don't have the complete picture, knowing who you want to work with, knowing their research, and knowing why it resonates with you is super important. Thirdly, I want to talk about fit. The purpose of this interview is because they like you on paper. Now they're trying to see if your personality is all that they hoped it to be and if you are a good fit. The reality is every program has a culture, whether that's their style, whether that's how they interact with each other, whether that's what they're known for. Every university has a culture that they're trying to replicate with each of their scholars. Also, every advisor has a style that works for them, and they want to make sure that if they bring someone into their lab, that there will not be any major clashes. Yes, there will be learning curves, but clashes and it not working is something that they want to avoid. So this interview is really for you to map out, is this a good fit for me? Am I a good fit for them? How will we work together? And how would we make this journey successful? A PhD is anywhere from 4 years to 7 years. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So you have to work with this person essentially for the next 4 to 7 years. You better bet yourself that you want to make sure that you like the person, you like their style, and that you will not become so disinterested or dissatisfied with what you get that you drop out of your program. As much as they are investing in you, they want to make sure that you are also putting in that same investment into the program and that you're going to make it to the finish line. Fourthly, this is something that people struggle with a lot. Sharing their research topic without over complicating it. Listen, simplicity is best. They're not trying to hear that you already know it all. Because if you do, you don't need a doctoral degree. Just go do you, boo-boo. They want to know that you understand what you want to research, you understand a little bit about research, and that you can speak to your past work very succinctly, very confidently, and very simply. This is not the place to try to impress them and overcomplicate things and trip up on your words. Talk like you would be talking to anyone. Very simple, very concise, and straight to the point. I promise you, if you start tripping over trying to explain your past work, they're gonna look at you like, did you really do the work? And oftentimes we do the work, but we want to sound like we are smarter or the next best thing, that we try to figure out these filler words to make it sound so impressive. And one of the things I've learned since I've been a doctoral student, simply put your research down and ensure that it's simplified enough that anyone can understand it. This is a perfect time to practice. For me, I talked about recruitment and why I thought it was important, especially as a Black person and from a demographic that oftentimes shy away from research studies. I felt like being part of the recruitment process and letting people see that I trust research, I trust science was important. I didn't simplify it in a way that didn't make sense, and I didn't overly complicate it in a way that I could not explain it. So I definitely recommend simplifying what you're trying to say. The last one is kind of a big one. I want you to go into this interview and leave a mark on the people that you are interviewing with. Oftentimes you will be meeting with the director of the program and a supervisor, a potential supervisor. This is your opportunity to show them resilience, to show them that you are confident and you are also not just a person that is going to be compliant, but you are going to bring something to the table. This is when you talk about the challenges that you've had in life, anything that you've overcome, anything that you've learned, anything that you would do different. This is an opportunity for you to let them know, like, yes, I enjoy your research, but I am looking forward to developing my own research and learning about this specific population. I see that your research covers this type of people, this population, this group, this age group. I'm excited about those things. I'm even more excited about the potential of stemming out, branching out from your research and looking at a different population within the whole focal point of what we are researching. So for me, I want to research autism. One of the things that I see lacking time and time again is talking about autism when it comes to Black and brown individuals, especially Black and brown women. And that's something that was lacking, and that's something that excited me. So yes, I want to be in your lab and talk about autism all day, but I also want to branch out and learn a little bit more and speak to a population that has been forgotten in the research. So those are the tips that I want to leave you with today. If you are preparing for your interview, you got this. They read your personal statement. They saw your transcript. They believe that you have what it takes to be a doctoral student. Now, all you have to do is show up, show out, and be your authentic self. Don't be someone that you're not. Be you and be the full version of you. Because when you go into this program in the fall, they want to see the same person that they interviewed developing. So if you put a carbon copy of yourself and you cosplayed as someone else to get into the program, you're not going to be able to keep that up for 4 or 5 years. So you're going to get your acceptance this year. I'm super excited for you. Take it from someone who went through 2 cycles, interviewed twice, got 1 rejection and 1 acceptance. All you need is 1 yes. And April 15th will be around the corner before you even know it, and you will be saying yes to the school. So I wish you all the best of luck on your interviews. If you are interviewing this year, let me know down below what you hope to gain with your doctoral degree. If you are planning to interview next cycle and you're building your profile that you are going to share with schools next year, or at the end of this year, I should say, let me know what videos you want to know about the application process. So until next time, let's chat down below. Bye.